Hello everyone, in this tutorial we're going to look at the follower panel. Accessing the follower panel was discussed in the previous tutorial. This panel displays information based on what followers you own and what they're currently doing. In your typical multiplayer game, the panel will have less information, but for the purpose of learning, we're going to cover every aspect of it. The panel is broken down into 6 columns and 6 rows. Each column represents the unit that is above said column. The first column is for controlling your entire population. Your shaman is not displayed here as a number, but can be selected by using the left column, though it offers no benefit over the shaman icon and tends to be a bit of a nuisance when you don't wish to select her. The second column is for controlling your braves, the third column for controlling your warriors, the fourth column for controlling your fire warriors, the fifth column for controlling your preachers, and the sixth column is for controlling your spies. The first row indicates which followers you currently have selected. As you can see, I currently have 4 warriors and 2 braves selected. I can zoom to the location of each unit by right clicking the icon, and the camera will pan to each follower in order. Unlike the other rows, left clicking the icon here will deselect a unit. Shift clicking will deselect all followers from that column. When I shift click the selected braves, only the warriors remain selected. You can use this to deselect all your selected followers with the left column, but simply right-clicking the screen is way more efficient. The second row indicates which followers are currently idle. As you can see, there are currently 76 idle followers in my tribe. You can zoom to each individual idle follower by right-clicking. You can select a unit by left-clicking, you can select in groups of 5 by control-clicking, and you can select all units in a column by shift-clicking. The third row indicates which followers are currently in huts. I currently have 40 total followers in huts. Guard towers are not included in this row. You can zoom to the followers in huts by right clicking, you can select a unit by left clicking, you can select in groups of 5 by control clicking, and you can select all units in a column by shift clicking. The fourth row indicates which of your followers are busy or working. This is any follower who is not idle, not residing in a hut, or is not inside of a vehicle. You can zoom to a busy unit by right clicking. You can select a unit by left clicking, you can select in groups of 5 by control clicking, and you can select all units in the column by shift clicking. The 5th and 6th rows are the boat and balloon rows respectively, and they work a little differently compared to the others. They indicate which vehicles have followers inside of them. For example, I have 6 fire warriors in boats, whilst the column only indicates this with the number 3. In fact, my fire warriors are in 3 different boats, and the column is telling us that 3 boats have fire warriors in them. Selecting vehicles will select the entire vehicle and all the followers inside of them. You can zoom to a vehicle by right clicking, you can select a vehicle by left clicking, you can select in groups of 5 by control clicking, and of course you can select all vehicles in a column by shift clicking. If you try to deselect individual followers from vehicles using the first row, it will simply deselect the entire vehicle. Selecting followers from the panel will start by selecting those who are closest to your viewpoint. You can easily select those in your view with the use of the globe icon. Here you can see how your follower panel changes to show you only what is on the screen. The follower panel is the most efficient way to manage your settlement. If you have any questions or comments in relation to the tutorial, leave them in the comment section below. If you missed the previous tutorial on the control panel, check out the video on the top right. The video on the bottom right will give you access to the next tutorial. YouTube will also pick something out just for you available on the left there, and beneath that you can subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.